Mr. Bean is one of the most recognizable comedy characters ever created. A man in a brown suit, a red tie, and a face capable of making millions laugh without saying more than a few words. But behind the character stood Rowan Atkinson, a man whose real life was far more complicated than the comedy people saw on screen. While audiences watched the chaos and laughter of Mr. Bean, Atkinson was dealing with personal struggles, criticism, and a growing frustration with the very character that made him famous. To understand why, you have to go back to the beginning. Rowan Atkinson was born in 1955 in a quiet town in northern England. He grew up in a simple farming family, far from the world of television and film. But as a child, he faced a challenge that shaped his future. He had a severe stutter. Speaking in public was difficult and often embarrassing. Words didn't come easily, and conversations could feel like obstacles. For many people, that would have destroyed any dream of performing. But for Atkinson, it led him to discover something powerful: silence. While studying electrical engineering at Oxford University, he joined a drama club and realized he could make people laugh without speaking at all. Through facial expressions, body language, and perfect timing, he could tell an entire story without dialogue. That discovery led to the creation of a strange new character. A man who barely speaks. That character became Mr. Bean. When Mr. Bean first appeared on television in 1990, no one expected the global explosion that followed. The show didn't rely on language, which meant it worked everywhere. Soon Mr. Bean was broadcast in more than 190 countries. The character became a worldwide icon, appearing in films, cartoons, and even the 2012 London Olympics opening ceremony. But the success created a problem. To the entire world, Rowan Atkinson stopped being an actor. He became Mr. Bean. People shouted the character's name at him in airports, restaurants, and on the street. No matter what other roles he played, audiences only saw the man in the brown suit. And surprisingly, Atkinson later admitted something many fans didn't expect. Playing Mr. Bean wasn't always fun. The character required extreme precision. Every expression, every movement had to be perfect. Without dialogue, there was nothing to hide behind. Filming even a short scene could take hours of physical effort and intense concentration. Over time, the role became exhausting. And while the world kept laughing, Atkinson was quietly stepping away from the character. But there was also another mystery that had followed Mr. Bean for decades. Fans noticed something strange about the show's opening. Every episode begins with Mr. Bean falling from the sky in a beam of light, landing on Earth while a choir sings in the background. He looks around the world with confusion, almost like someone seeing everything for the first time. For years, fans joked about one unusual theory. Maybe Mr. Bean wasn't human at all. Maybe he was an alien. For decades, the creators never confirmed or denied it. Then Rowan Atkinson finally explained the truth. Mr. Bean was intentionally designed to feel slightly alien, like an outsider observing human behavior. The opening scene was meant to suggest that he didn't quite belong in the human world. He wasn't literally a space alien, but the character was meant to feel like one. And maybe that's exactly why Mr. Bean worked everywhere. Because deep down, everyone has felt like an outsider at some point, confused by the strange rules of the world and just trying to figure things out. Mr. Bean simply turned that feeling into comedy.